it's Jason. This is a first for me, making the drive to the cabin first thing in the morning. I've never done one of these videos while I drive, but thought I'd go ahead and kick things off before I get there and give you an idea what I got going on today. I've been driving for a little bit, waiting on it to get daylight so that you could actually see me, and thinking about what I'm doing today, what the theme of my video is, what I'm going to share with you. And what I came up with was today's theme is all about green. I've got 3 things I'm going to try to accomplish today. First thing, I've got the USDA coming out. If you've been watching my videos where I've been working on autumn olive removal on the Habitat Oasis project, that's related to an EQIP project where I've got some cost share with the USDA. So they are helping fund the removal of those invasive plants. So today is inspection day, and with a inspection that's approved, I will get some green to help cover the cost of that work. So that's my first green item of the day. I'll spend a good bit of the day just working, but this evening I'm going to reveal my new green purchase. I've been hinting at it for a couple of episodes, and I finally pulled the trigger, picked it up, and I'm going to share that today after work. So that's green number 2, revealing the new green. And green item number 3 is, I guess, kind of turning it green. I've mentioned before I've got a gas line on the property, did some brush hogging back there in one of the episodes, and then in another episode another time when I was doing it, I found the battery was dead on my camera, so I didn't get to capture it, but thought I'd take you back there, show you the work that I've been doing back there, talk a little bit about my plans for maintaining that gas line in a more green fashion. So something that the deer are interested in, and something that contains fewer invasives. So that's my agenda for the day, 3 green items. As a quick note, we are, 2-3 weeks into my new channel, and I want to thank those of you that have already subscribed. Really exciting to watch the channel quickly take off and get some subscribers that are people I recognize from the past, as well as some new people. So really appreciate it. If you watch the content and you like it, it's amazing how YouTube responds to people interacting. So hit the like button, share it with a friend, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the channel. Let me know what you think of the content. I know my first video, I got some feedback that it was kind of hard to follow, and I knew when I put it together, it didn't come together the way I wanted, but I'm hoping that the subsequent videos are looking better for you. Other thing is, let me know if there's topics you'd like to see me talk about. I've shot a lot of topics in the past. One of the things I want to do is go back and revisit some of those. Planted trees a couple years ago. I need to go back and give an update on that. But leave me a comment. And last thing, if you're wondering when I'm going to be posting, I'm trying to post new content every weekend. I am bringing over some of my old content, and that's coming out almost on a daily basis. If you haven't followed along, I've got a dozen videos on the Darn Barn project. You can check those out. But anyway, I don't want to just yammer on and on because I'm driving and don't have anyone to talk to. So I'm going to let you go for now. When the USDA shows up, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get much video there. I'll see what I can get. Sometimes being a government agency, when I've asked in the past, not with USDA, but ODNR, they weren't allowed to be videoed. So anyway, I will let you go. I will catch you up when the USDA arrives, and hopefully be able to share a little bit of that visit. So hang tight. One thing I just never get tired of is the view when I drive in here. This time of year, the leaves are just starting to change. We're definitely not at the peak season for color, but man, it's a nice drive down the road here. It's a short drive down this road and I hit the driveway, but never get tired of driving in here. So I wasn't able to get the video camera and everything set up while the USDA representative was out here, but had a great conversation with him. We came out and drove through this area. We had 8.9 acres that we were supposed to clear the autumn olive off of, and pointed out, what areas still needed done, and we drew it up on the map so we know exactly, approximately how much is left. And the good news is what he will do is calculate that and give me a partial payment for the overall project. So that's good. This project will actually be closed out without being completed, just based on the time that it's been open. We're thrilled to have made the progress we did. There's some more steps that need to happen here, but all in all, he was very happy with it. He had not been on projects where they brought the mulcher in and done this much work and ground it down to the way this is, but real happy with it. I don't know how closely you can see, but if you look kind of up here at the tree line, that's Josh's hill. That hill was not visible from here prior to clearing. So I've got this area, as you look out through there, I can run a sprayer down through here, I can run a brush hog down through here. We're gonna be able to keep the autumn olive at bay in this area. So really, really excited. Probably of more interest is we left here and we went to look at some other projects that we've been working on. And one of the things that I've been doing, I've been planting in various areas. We've struggled to have, really big success with some of the things that we're planting here on this, reclaimed strip mine. So we went and took a look at some of that, and I'm going to take you over and show you where we're having a lot of success that I really didn't realize. Getting somebody in here with a trained eye that recognizes various plants and things that are coming up, it's helpful. It's encouraging to know that we're making progress. So I'm going to run you over the hill here and show you some of those other projects and just what happened. So, some good habitat management stuff going on. So let's go check that out. Okay, this is the first area that we walked through. This is an area where we cleared autumn olive. Josh and I used the tractors and chainsaws to clear this. It was about 3 acres of autumn olive, and we came in, cut stuff off, pushed stuff over with the chainsaw, piled up and made brush piles, and it looked great when we were done. I just got done brush hogging it and clearing up a lot of autumn olive that had started to grow back, but there were a lot of areas, I don't know if you can see it here. This is where we got one with a chainsaw. There's a stump there that does prevent me from getting in there and running it over the brush hog to clear that area. There's other piles here where we have similar stumps. We have larger logs, things that prevent us from running the brush hog through there. That's a mistake that we made when we did this. When I look at this, while I didn't feel like it was a total failure, I was really disappointed in how it looks right now, because it was so good when we first finished it. But the good news was when I met with our NRCS agent, he indicated, this is typical of what he sees, that there's some stuff that grows back and that doesn't get addressed. We've still got work to do here to clean this up, but he did say, this is not bad. I would consider this a success based on what we've cleared. There's work to be done here to hit some of this with some spray, see what we can use herbicide to clear up. But all in all, he was very happy with what he saw here. So this was an area, and again, you look back through here, you couldn't see over to that tree line. There was so much autumn olive in here. So this is a win. I'm going to head down to the next area and show you some other wins we've got. Okay, standing in this, what looks like a weedy mess, This is a strip that I planted in switchgrass, and I thought it looked like switchgrass, but I wasn't certain exactly what I was looking for. And we went through, and he said, yeah, this is definitely a stand of switchgrass. I feel kind of ignorant, that I didn't recognize it better. But you can see the line here, where what I created here was I wanted an area that was going to grow up nice and thick and create a barrier. So as the deer walked through, they couldn't see from one side of the field to the next. This is well on its way. I've got some really good starts here. The challenge we have is right here is invasive Sericea lespedeza that we still need to try to control it. The good news over here is that a lot of this, as it gets thicker, will hopefully choke out some of that Sericea. So we've got a really good start. I'm real happy with this. This is an area that he was telling me, late season, come through here, run your hand up through, see what you can get in terms of seed. This is an expensive seed, and I've got all kinds of it here. It'll reseed itself here, but if I come out here with a bag or something and catch it, I can take it from here elsewhere. The good news is I really wasn't sure that we were going to be successful growing switchgrass out here. Things have just not grown well here on the strip mine, but we've got a nice stand started here. When you get it to this point, it should just continue to get thicker. So very happy with it. I've got some more seed. I'm going to overseed this again in the spring with, or over the winter, and we'll try to get some more of this stuff started so that we thicken it up. But very happy to have that conversation with him and see that it's coming in. What's not mixed in here, there was some Canadian wild rye, which this was part of a pollinator planting. So we've got it right next to us. So really pleased to see that. We'll spread that seed a little bit. I also have some Indian grass, and I don't see any right here, but down on the other field, there's Indian grass coming. So lots of really good success. Always nice to have someone out that's a professional that recognizes all the plants, knows, he sees other properties, so he gives me a sense for how am I doing versus others. So he looked at this and said, I would give you a big thumbs up on this. You're having success. So very pleased. Good stuff. So anyway, that's what I wanted to cover out here. I'm going to head back and see if we've still got some time here to show you the new green that I picked up. So let's go check that out right now. All right, this is the new green. Not quite as exciting as a new green tractor, but still pretty cool. This is something I've been looking for quite a while. I wanted something, I've been brush hogging down here. I wanted something that would give the yard a little nicer finish. And I bought a house that has over an acre lot at home. So this is something I can use both places. I can trailer it back and forth real easily. And it's something the entire family can use. So, Debbie's willing to get out and do some mowing. Eric is definitely, he can be voluntold if necessary. But he came out the other night at home, and I decided to let him take the test drive out through the backyard. When I first got on this thing, it takes a little bit of getting used to so that you're doing straight lines and not curvy lines. Wide open spaces are great. That's the way the backyard is, as you can see. But Eric did a nice job getting it started. Our hope is that he can turn this into an income source for himself next summer. So he needs to do a few more mowings at home, really get used to it before he takes it to someone else's house and runs into their air conditioning unit or something else. But really excited about this. I'm going to do a little bit more of a review of it another time. But from a model, it's the Z320R. It's got a 42-inch deck. I shopped around for several brands. And, I was never a Deere person until I bought the 1025R. And if anyone wants to say marketing doesn't influence in them, I can tell you theirs did. Just the overall brand and some of the programs they had. So I bought that. After I bought it, Josh saw the experience I had, and he bought his 2032R. When I needed a bigger tractor, I bought a 4052R. And when I needed a zero turn, as much as I looked at others and I knew I could save some money, when I saw this one and I compared it to the others, I just liked the Deere brand, and I went with this. 42 inch. A lot of people were saying, get 54, get 48, get 54. When I looked at it, that was overkill for me. So the 50 or the 42, it will get us done mowing in good time. Things I liked, I went with the R model. If you're not familiar, Deere usually does an E, an M, and an R with your lowest set of features, medium features, and highest set of features. This has some things on it. It's got headlights. I don't know that I'll ever need headlights, but it's got them. It's got a rubber mat, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when I looked at them with the metal mat, I just felt like from a vibration standpoint, it was going to be something that might be uncomfortable. A high back seat, that was something I wanted. I wanted the armrest. I'll have to look at the other features when I do an actual review of it, but it's got a hitch on the back so I can pull a wagon or something along those lines. But I've been using it some at home. Just got it down here, and I'm gonna mow a few strips here to see, just show you how it mows. But pretty darn excited about it. Good stuff. Let me just quit talking and mow a few swipes, and I'll be back. Well, as they say down at the hunting cabin a lot of times, we doggies. That's fun. Eric was supposed to mow for me the other night, didn't want to, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. I don't mind it. So pretty pleased with that. So I will plan on doing a review, tell you more about it, features and things I like, and you'll definitely see more of this. From here, the last piece of green that we talked about was the gas line. I've been doing some work up there, making it look much better. I'm real pleased with how it looks right now. So we're going to take the camera back there, and I will show you what's up on the gas line. So this is where the gas line comes on to my property, and it extends probably 200 yards across the property. I think I mentioned before, this thing has not been maintained in about 10 or 12 years. Last year they came through with the brush hog, cleared it up, and I swore I would never let it turn back into what it did. So I came out and mowed it. My plan is to turn this into nice clover that the deer want to come in and feed on. So I've got a holler up this way. I've got 22 acres here, and I'd like to draw the deer down here in the evening. So, get myself up in the woods here a little bit. Lots of oaks in here where they're coming in for acorns anyway. So, pass on through. They cross here onto the neighbor, down across the road. So it's going to be a good spot to hunt. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm pretty psyched about how it looks. I'm going to walk you along the edge, show you a little bit of it, and then we'll wrap this one up and call it a day in the hills. That other than all those hours I had to sit at a desk, was a pretty darn good day. So let me show you around a little bit here. So you saw as I drove in, it's fairly steep, and it's got some clearing to do. I want to clear this, a lot of the upper limbs here, stuff. I'd like to be able to see all the way across the gas line to the other side, so that in theory, I could sit here and gun hunt on one side and shoot to the other side. But we'll see. There's not a lot on the other side that I would want to hunt. but you know, I might want to sit up here at the top and shoot to the bottom. So anyway, that's kind of a quick look at it. The other thing I want to do, you can see where the edge is. We've got a lot of autumn olive here, you know, autumn olive everywhere. My plan is to come in here this winter, spray this stuff and kill it back, really open this gas line up to where I can easily maintain it and turn it into a nice food plot. So pretty darn excited about the condition of the gas line and the potential that it has. So with that, I am going to wrap things up. I really appreciate you joining, checking out this video. Some cool stuff, 3 types of green, all good green today. You know, good green, some money coming from the USDA. Good green growth back there. You know, the zero turn and the gas line. Greening this thing up is going to be nice. So thanks for joining. Remember what we always say, outdoors is always in season. Get out there and enjoy it. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.